Okay, on to the next track in Let Us Be Frank Again series, man. This over here is called Simple Minds, Belfast Child. Now, I don't know either Simple Minds nor Belfast Child. I know Belfast is in Northern Ireland. That is much I know, but don't know much else. So for those of you who are only joining us now, I suggest you go back and start the series from the very beginning. There's a lot of great music, a lot of classics, a lot of golden oldies that I'm sure you guys will absolutely love, and everything has been very, very powerful, very, very beautiful. So you guys can go back and take a look at that. There is a message over here for this particular song. 1989 UK. There is a tradition in folk music to write lyrics but keep the original tune. This is based on a song called She Moved Through the Fair. Singer Jim Kerr penned the song after watching a news report of a Remembrance Day bombing by the IRA in Enniskillen, Northern Ireland, 1989. I know there was major conflict there, and I think it's like a religious conflict. I think it's a religious conflict. Correct me if I'm wrong, Frank. I think it's like the Protestants versus the Catholics or something like that. I'm not entirely sure of the actual basis for the conflict. But anyway, 11 people died and 63 were injured. All were caught up in the conflicts. Okay. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we've got before we even start. 535 series, mini series, guys. There's 3 slots available, 3 slots left. So once those 3 slots have been booked up, the booking form closes. If those 3 slots don't get booked up, the booking form closes either way on Friday morning. Friday morning, the booking form will close, or before if those 3 slots get booked up. I'm leaving the link down in the pinned comment. Once that happens, once we close the booking form, I'm going to put a video out just explaining the competition and what's happening in December, so you guys know and you're in the loop. But until then, let's rock and roll with this over here, Simple Minds. I think this will be my last one for today. We'll continue with the next one tomorrow. Having a bit of a rough day today, so trying to get through these as best I can. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got.
When my love said to me, meet me down by the gallow tree, for it's sad news I bring about this old town and all that it's offering. Some say trouble abound.
Wow.
Someday soon they're gonna pull the old town down.
Someday soon they're gonna pull them.
One day we'll return here when the Belfast child sings again. Brothers, sisters, where are you now? As I look for you right through the crowd.
Wow.
All my life here I've spent with my faith in God and church and the government. Some say,
well, my life I've spent here in the faith, having faith in the God and church and government. Well, the very last one of that is probably what you shouldn't have faith in. Like, that's the least institution or whatever you want to call it, or system that you want to have faith in, because they never operate for your fucking interests. They'll exploit things like this. I like the fact that the song is also called Belfast Child, because, well, the price that is exacted on the population is exacted heavier on the children than anybody else, in the sense that, yes, if a woman dies, it's tragic. A father dies, it's tragic, right? But if a child dies, that's even more tragic. And if a child is left without a mother and a father, that's even more tragic. Do you know what I mean? So it's the Belfast child that is suffering the most. It's the children, it's the next generation, the people that can carry the baton and carry the candle forward for that region are the ones who are suffering, right? The most. So I like the fact that he's playing it from the aspect of a child, you know what I mean? In any war, the fact that children have to suffer for this kind of these kind of acts of war is absolutely terrible, and that's actually what happens in either side of the spectrum. It doesn't matter who you're talking about, right? If children have to suffer, then it's a complete and utter travesty. It's a complete and utter travesty, regardless of the ideology, regardless of what you think. The fact that children can become collateral damage for evil terrorist organizations or for military organizations, it's the same thing. A child's life is a child's life, and regardless of what actually happens, it's a travesty, and it should always be seen as one, right? I think it would be naive to say leave the children out of it, but you can't leave the children out of it, because it's part of the population, it's part of the system, and it's part of they pay the price for governments and groups that decide to do heinous things, and then the most innocent die because they don't know. I mean, children don't know. Children don't care about what your ideology is and what happened and what the history is. They don't care. They just want to be fucking children. So the fact that any child must die for that is a travesty, not only on the military or the military that is attacking, but on the actual people themselves, that they're allowed for such a thing to happen. You know what I mean? So anyway, and that's, I don't know, it's just complicated. Wars are complicated.
Government, some say troubles about. Someday soon they're gonna pull the old town down. One day we'll return here when the Belfast child sings again. When the Belfast child sings again.
Beautiful instrumental. I like that it's actually sounding a lot more hopeful now. In the beginning, it actually sounded quite haunting. It was beautiful, but it sounded sad, right? And now it's like sort of picking up, saying, you'll never kill our spirit, right? We will rise from this. We will rise from the ashes, right? And we will march on. That's what it sounds. That's the feeling it's giving me. Crying, but all's not lost. That's why I say it's a lot more of that hopeful that hopefulness. It's like, fine, the people that have died in this will not have died in vain, right? We will fight to make this better for the generations that come. We'll fight to make this better for the children who are here and the children that are coming, all right? Come on, man, it's fire.
Well, the streets are empty. The streets are cold. Won't you come on home? Won't you come on home? The streets are empty. Life goes on.
Nice.
One day we'll return here.
Beautiful.
When-
I like that they've actually he's calmed us down. He's gone back into like just the calming aspect. One day we will return here, right? No, not all is lost. We will. There's still hope. Let's go.
When the Belfast child sings again.
Wow. Yep. We will return when our children are happy. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, 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 beautiful song, man. I actually really like that. For me, that was one of the standouts of the series. I'm going to leave you there for today. I'll pick this up again tomorrow. We'll do the other half of this series. We're actually almost done with our November series, so I'm going to try and push to get this all done by the beginning of next week, so at least we have a bit of time to do other content before we start December. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you on the very next one, man. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. Peace.